Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Cryptokip, and today we're going to be talking about how easy it is for Crypto.com to get to that dollar. Still, guys, it's been a rough week. Earlier this week, we had the federal chair, Jerome Powell. In fact, yesterday came out and he announced that they were going to yet again raise the interest rates by 0.75%. But this is something that we expected. What we didn't expect is that he would maintain a hawkish stance, or at least that's what people perceived his announcement as, more hawkish. But looking back at it now, people are believing that it was actually a little more dovish than maybe it first seemed. So now there's still some hope in the market. And we got to take a peek here at these charts. We got to talk about why I'm still bullish on not only Crypto.com, but crypto markets as a whole because of what's going on in the market with not only Crypto.com, but Bitcoin, the macroeconomics as well. There's a lot happening. So let's jump into the content. If you guys like this kind of content, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're doing 4 videos every single day. And when we hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel, we're giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to one lucky subscriber. So you don't want to miss out on that. Let's take a peek here at the charts. We've got $1 trillion market cap. Whew, that was close, you know. Hey, we dropped below for like a day, but we came back up. We're back above the trillion, guys. So smash up the like button for that. But looking at the Bitcoin dominance, it's a little bit lower. Ethereum dominance slightly up, you know, above 18%, which is good. But looking at the price of Bitcoin, it's holding on, guys. We're holding the $20,000 price level. And this is a big part of what I got to talk about here is we know that Crypto.com, Solana, anything, Dogecoin, you name it. Now, Dogecoin can be an exception because of Elon Musk and his tweets. Smash up the like button for some of that action too. But we know that these altcoins are waiting to see what Bitcoin does. And right now, looking at Bitcoin, guys, we are holding this 20,000. Look at this 3-month glance. We are holding $20,000 like a pro. Bitcoin is holding very strong. And guys, I think the Dow Jones Industrial Average went down by 5% in a day. Bitcoin went down like 0.5%. You know, we lost a couple $100 on the price of Bitcoin, but it's holding the $20,000 floor. Now, if we break below, we break into the high 19s, we're still doing okay. We break below the high 19s, and then maybe we're in for a little more downside, and then maybe we do get that 9-cent CRO coin that we've been talking about. But looking at the rest of these markets, $1,500 Ethereum. Shout out to Polygon and Matic. If you have some Matic and you rode this thing up to $1 today, guys, it is up 11% today, which is spectacular. 10% across the week. So pretty cool. 5% in the last hour. So Matic is absolutely soaring right now. And, you know, keep in mind, guys, that is another opportunity for people to get involved in DeFi. Solana, Polygon, Cardano, Binance Smart Chain, Crypto.com, CRONOS, right? These are all smart contract plays, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later on. But what's going on here in the broader market? So something I wanted to note, guys, a lot of people have speculated that Crypto.com overdid it on the marketing and they overspent. And there's been a lot of really false claims with no evidence to back it up that the CRONOS team ended up overspending on this advertising, and it, you know, brought them nothing. And now they're like bankrupt is what some people say, which is not founded, you know, in any evidence. But, you know, this is the great question here in this article by CoinDesk. By some metrics, Crypto.com and FTX's stadium sponsorship campaigns were a remarkable success. Whether they succeeded in onboarding a new generation of crypto traders remains to be seen. So, what are they saying here? And in this article, look, the matter of fact is that the users went up for Crypto.com and FTX. Why? Because of brand awareness. So they succeeded. First, Crypto.com was at 10 million users. Then they were at 50 million. Well, first they were at, you know, nothing, but then they were at 5 million. Then they were at 10 million users. Then they were at 50 million users. Now they just recently announced within the week that they officially hit 70 million users, where Binance, the largest crypto exchange in the world, currently has 120 million users, and they're also gaining users. This was a success, guys, and yes, it is still yet to be seen if it brings a new generation of crypto traders, but all I'm saying is wait for the next bull market. We are going to be very excited. And keep in mind, guys, there's other exchanges out there that aren't growing like FTX, Crypto.com, and Binance. Coinbase reports better than expected user numbers, but boom, Coinbase has been losing monthly users. Crypto.com has been gaining monthly users. So has Binance. And I think FTX may have lost a few recently. Don't quote me on that one. I got to look a little. You know, FTX has not been very transparent with their user numbers. I don't know how many users they have. It's a good question. And if you know it, please leave it in the comments down below. I will shout you out in the next video and I will celebrate it. I would appreciate it. So guys, look, Crypto.com's doing great. Coinbase, it's the OG. It is the original crypto exchange. Where do you buy your crypto? Coinbase. That's what everybody said in 2016, 2017. You know, some people bought it on, Bittrex, Binance, all these other exchanges, Poloniex. I don't know. Smash the like button if you use some of those exchanges. But Coinbase was the big exchange. And now they're losing users. Who are they losing users to? Binance, Crypto.com. Guys, it's coming. And why? Very simple. Chris Marsliak and Crypto.com are doing a great job. Crypto.com is now both a major payment institution and a Visa Associate member in Singapore. We are proud to announce, we are proud to be a Visa Associate Program member in Singapore. Crypto.com Visa cards in Singapore are now directly issued by them. With this, users can also top up with 26 additional tokens and more to come. I use the card a lot, guys. I really like the Crypto.com card. I think it's spectacular. Look, I don't love spending my crypto, but when I bought a little bit of crypto and maybe I have, a little less funds than I want, maybe I want to sell just a touch of crypto for, hey, I'm going to get a little bit of lunch. Maybe I'll buy some sushi, get a little cash back. But you know what? This is just one more thing that is spreading the word about Crypto.com, another partnership in another country, and more ways for people to use crypto and have something cool to do with crypto. But guys, that's only scraping the surface here because there is so much more going on. Look at the awesome shots of these huge celebrity NBA players that they can get now in the Crypto.com arena. The banners are everywhere. Guys, you look up photos of people dunking in the used to be Staples Centers, now Crypto.com arena. You're going to see the name. Brand awareness is here. This is why we're getting this user growth. Look at this too. The FIFA event is already kicking off its advertising. Look at this. You see our logo up here in the top left corner. This is the FIFA World Cup. This is actually a little clip kind of highlighting one of the big things that they're going to be doing here for the FIFA World Cup. And the auctioning's already begun. It's called the Master of Movement. And what they're doing is they're actually tracking some of the movements of some of the greatest players in soccer. And they're actually creating exclusive NFTs, and there's only going to be a couple of them. The proceeds are going to a good cause, which is really cool. And though you don't see Crypto.com here in this video ad, what you need to know is Crypto.com is the engine making this feat possible for Visa. So this is one more partnership with Visa. Another and another and another. Look at all these partnerships, guys. Crypto.com coin was just under $1 in the last bull market. Now, we have all this advertising, the world's largest sporting event coming up, and they already begun talking about it in the media. We're coming into November and December, some of the most bullish months for crypto historically. We'll have to see what happens given some of the news that the Fed's come out with, which let's talk about that for a second. You know, the Fed came out, and we all thought they were going to be very, very hawkish. We all thought they were going to be dovish. We thought we'd be poising ourselves for a pivot next year and they'd start decreasing the interest rates because hopefully the things they've done so far have been good enough to fight inflation. But Fed Chair Jerome Powell actually came out and he was pretty hawkish. At least that's the way the markets reacted initially. And that's why that's why there's a lot of fear going on right now. That's why the fear is here because Fed Chair Jerome Powell spoke. But just when everybody starts thinking, hey, this is going to be, and there's fear, and it's going to be bad, that's when I like to buy a little bit more, honestly, because once everybody's convinced that something's going to happen, it seems like typically the opposite happens. And guys, we've been in a bear market for a long time, and we're getting close to 365 days out from the next halvening. And that's when we are expecting the bull run to hopefully start. We'll have to see what happens with these macroeconomics. But another reason the CRO coin Crypto.com coin and CRONOS could get to $1, guys. It's because look at this. You saw today all the coins that were pumping. When you were looking at it and you see what was pumping, guys, today it was Polygon. And Polygon was absolutely soaring. Why? It's a top 10 project. Let's look at the top 10 projects again real quick here in terms of total value locked up in DeFi. Ethereum, Binance, Tron, Avalanche, Polygon, Arbitrum, Solana, Optimism, CRONOS, and Phantom. Crypto.com will retake its previous all-time highs inevitably. Now, when, I can't put an exact time on it, guys. This isn't financial advice, but it's coming. And if that's the case, we have a 10-cent CRO coin. You got a 10x. You're looking at $1. Look at all the news that's coming out. Look at all the updates. Yes, the macroeconomic space, it's a little bit scary. But when you look at the microeconomics and you look at the picture of crypto, which you can argue, by the way, and let's get into this real quick. I would like to argue that crypto is starting to officially prove itself as an independent asset, separate from the dollar, separate from the traditional market. Because a lot of people have seen, and we've all seen this, that the S&P 500 and Bitcoin have been correlated. I do believe that correlation will break. And I do believe we're at the beginning of the break in that correlation. When the news came out with Fed Chair Jerome Powell, the macro picture was very bearish. And the S&P 500 fell. So did Bitcoin. But the S&P 500 fell 2 to 3 points. And Bitcoin fell $200 to $300, which was like half a point. Bitcoin has been very strong at this $20,000 level. Very, very strong indeed. It's very exciting, guys. And you know what? And I got to highlight for you again, we have got to keep in mind that this $20,000 price level for Bitcoin it's very, very important price level. And, if we do break down, we're going to have to break down below like 19.5. But if we break down below 19.5, we could see another bottom. But I'll say it, guys. I personally believe the bottom's in because I think a lot of people are still very fearful of a $14,000 Bitcoin. I think a lot of people are very scared of a $10,000 Bitcoin. I think a lot of people think that's going to happen. And you still hear people constantly talking about how they keep their cash on the sidelines. I think it's good to have cash on the sidelines always. Don't get me wrong. That's smart to do. But I think everybody's a little too bearish right at a time when I do think we might need to be actually getting bullish, because at the end of the day, I believe that crypto is separate from the S&P 500, from the traditional markets, and I believe they belong in their own trajectory, two different paths for two different things. Let me know what you guys think about that in the chat box down below. CRO coin, we're getting back to $1, guys. It's a matter of when. If you think you got an idea of when, let me know that in the comments down below. That's all I got today. I am Cryptokip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, you've got to remember to DCA, HODL, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. I got 2 videos for you right here and right here if you want to check them out. Peace.